Hi guys, it's Topher and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So our colony is doing pretty good. I mean, it's not great, but again, this game is kind of a sort of a practice game in a lot of ways. I had to learn a lot. You know, you guys are still probably learning a lot. There's a lot going on. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, I think, and see if we can, not murder these guys for another couple of days. That'd be real good, right? So. We are, still digging out this area, kind of figuring out what to do about this. There's a lot of contaminated oxygen in here. It's very toxic. That seems bad. However, we'll figure it out. I think we can do it. I would like to get a little bit more research done this time and see what we can figure out with that. We have plenty of calories, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, cancel this order for now. Let that not be a thing for a while, because we have a lot of cows stored up and ready to go. I think that's probably plenty to last us for some time there. Not positive, of course. I think that each duplicate uses about 1,000 calories a cycle, or each time that they eat. I'm not really sure how many times that they do that, but we will figure it out together, I guess. Again, still learning a lot of this stuff, trying to figure it out. I know that you guys are going to be patient with me, though, because, there's no reason to freak out about it. Just kind of learn and go, and hopefully we don't die. So, we have everything that we need to continue to live, I think, right now. We will go ahead and have this person fabricating, intermediate research to get more research done, I think. I know that this uses a lot of resources to do this. I believe it uses water, right? Yeah, it uses, not a ton of water, but it's I don't know exactly how many researches per subject, I guess is the word for that. So I'm not sure how much water in total it will be using. We're going to go and speed it up so we can see, how quickly we can make a little bit of progress here. We do have the ability to start piping some of this water around, but right now we can't really purify any of the contaminated water, and there doesn't seem to be a huge section of clean water for us to dig into to really help out with that. So we're going to check on our oxygen levels and see what we can, see, I guess. There is a lot of carbon dioxide down here. We have a deoxidizer here, pumping that stuff out, but we will eventually run out of algae. We were digging up here to get to this algae. This is all unreachable. Though it is just waiting delivery for this ladder stuff here. It is kind of, not just kind of, but very unbreathable in here. So that might be part of the problem with that, I guess so. So what we should probably do, since there isn't, a lot of carbon dioxide in here, we're going to actually have to put oxygen in here with algae, which sucks because we don't have a lot of algae. So I'm kind of hoping that these guys can get this done by just holding their breath, which is not ideal. I am fully aware that is a real bad situation, but, it's the best I can do for them right now. We need to manage our gases, basically, and at the moment managing those is a little bit difficult because we have a lot of trouble with, carbon dioxide being an issue and stuff like that, and the algae terrariums, which would help me get rid of some of this carbon dioxide, also use a lot of algae, so I'm loath to use those here as well. Oh man, the amount of resources that we do not have is daunting. Okay, so let's look over here. Maybe there's some, there's some slime. Again, slime is great for later, but right now I don't really think it's going to help us out much. There's a tiny bit of algae here. Rock, obsidian, or no, abyssalite. Abyssalite, interesting. I don't know what abyssalite is for, so I'm not too concerned about abyssalite right now. I will eventually figure out what that's for, and it may become really necessary, so, if you're down there thinking about commenting, well, you know what, send me a comment about that. Let me tell me what it's for. Maybe I want all this. I don't know. You got helping me would be really, really helpful. That's ridiculous, but whatever, you know what I mean. It'd be really nice of you guys if you could just give me a little bit of a tip with that. Like I said, I do sometimes watch other people play. I try not to do too much of that though, because I'm trying to keep myself fresh for this so that I'm kind of learning most of what I learned with you guys. I've read a few forum posts about bugs just to try to keep myself abreast to what's, what I could do that could get us murdered through a bug. And that's why, I know some of the weird glitches that will occur, but I try to keep myself, actually, does this use power? Do you use power when you're not being used? I don't know, but what I do know is that I do think that we've done all the research. Well, no, there's lots of this stuff we could. Is this stuff we could do with this kind of research? All right, yeah, no, there's lots more stuff for me to do here. I for some reason didn't remember that. I'm losing my mind, I guess. Interior decor isn't a bad option either, though. We have switches and batteries. Oh, the actual battery is pretty good. You know what? Let's do this. I guess we'll do that research. That way we can increase our manual generators. We can probably get more of those. I think that's probably a good idea at some point, because the other power generation options are coal and hydrogen, both of which I know produce things we don't want right now. I think I would prefer to just keep him running, keep us running for power at the moment. Maybe later on when things are going a little smoother, if I can get things to go a little smoother. I mean, that's an assumption that I'm going to have to make there. Oh, look, algae here. So there is some algae a little bit down, but that's, again, just not going to be very breathable, though. So not a totally better option than the algae we're already going after. It looks like they're slowly but surely getting this work done up here. I mean, it's slow going, but, I mean, of course, they can't breathe very well. So, I mean, they're having to do as much of the work as they can, basically while holding their breath. I mean, there's a little bit of breathable gas in there, not a whole lot, but look at them go. Yeah, go, dudes, let's do it. Come on, boys, let's get this work done. Look at that sweet algae, yeah. Alright, so that algae will then provide us with the ability to continue to use these babies to hopefully get oxygen pressure up and be able to... Oh, look, there's a bit of hydrogen in here. That's real good. Alright, there's a bit of oxygen in here. It's not a lot. And hopefully, though, we can get some oxygen flow going. Maybe we could... Let's think. Could we... Well, there's hydrogen and hydrogen here. That is a good power source, but again, I was trying to avoid that as a power source for right now, if we can. There's some chlorine and hydrogen in here. Actually, I don't recall ever hearing anything about what to do with chlorine. So, unfortunately, I'm not sure at all there. But what we can do is, since we have a bit more algae flow going on, I think we should probably run over here with an algae terrarium and just maybe slap one down here to try to clear out this giant red terribleness, and then maybe the same here, because that way this will be cleared out, and hopefully that will help influence the amount of breathable oxygen in this room instead of just... See, the air deodorizer would be really good. Can I get you to give me the stats on this at all? Okay, there we go. Contaminated oxygen out of the air. It filters it out. Alright, yeah, I remember this. It's going to use sand to filter out that and then provide us with some clay, which is interesting. I'm not actually sure what to do with clay, but it might allow us in the decor section to make statues or something like that. I honestly don't know, so we'll figure it out. But hopefully that will help correct some of these. Excuse me, research required? What do you mean research required? What are you talking about? I mean... Oh, I was selecting something. I'm an idiot. Ignore all stupid things that happen. Well, actually, if you ignored all the stupid things, you might be here a while. Alright, so here we have a choice to get another duplicate. I'm kind of feeling like maybe we should. I love how you have +7 digging, but you have, can't dig it. What an actual son of a bitch. And you're also a miner as a job. What were you doing as a... Like, you're just the guy, since you have diver's lungs, you just went down to see if it was okay, and if you would die if you went down in the mine, like you were like the canary? I don't understand what's happening here. Alright, so you are a slow learner, which is pretty bad. Dang, none of these seem to be really great. You know what, though? We do have this guy who's got great interior decoration, which may serve us in the future. So, if we're going to take somebody, let's take him. Alright, yeah, let's take... I mean... Does anyone else feel like this is, I mean, unintentionally odd? I mean, his name is Casper. He's a dark person here. He's very dark. He's very not Casper. All right, you know what? Ironic names, I guess. But so it's really odd. It's like a big giant man named Tiny. I've always found it strange. But all right, we did print him out. We're gonna go ahead and unpause there. Oh wow, he gets printed and then immediately falls asleep on the ground. All right, that's the way to do it, my friend. You just get here and immediately, oh, time to take a nap. I guess if I was just printed out of a weird bio 3D printer situation, I guess that I could probably be pretty tired. I don't really know. Let's see. We should probably get a bed for him going, I guess. That's probably smart. That seems sensible. Okay, where are we going to put you? I really don't want you to have to sleep away from everyone else, but we've kind of run out of room for you to sleep near everyone else. Though that kind of may signal that we need to get a bedroom going. Which is very important. Actually, this is also something that I've noticed just now that we need to fix. So let's dig this out. And then, I don't know what that noise was in the game. It sounded like congratulatory. Was that a research? That was a research noise. Very cool, very cool. So let's open the research. That means that power regulation was researched. So that's real nice. We can build better batteries. Let's go ahead and do interior decor because I think that this will, yes, sculpting blocks, yes, sculpting blocks, and other things that will allow us to decrease their stress. Their stress hasn't become a problem as of yet, but it will, I think, become a problem. And actually, let's check out their stress levels. Stress levels aren't terrible. Well, Cecil, you know, he's a little stressed out. Maybe we should probably, you know, try to take care of that at some point. That, you know what, there's a great option for that. Let's zoom back out so everyone can see everything that's going on. And, let's go into furniture here and, you know, whip out a sweet massage table. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, didn't you just try to build a bed and you don't have enough room for it? Yes, I did. But we're going to have to start clearing out and cleaning up some more areas for us to be able to live in. So what I think we'll do is we'll get ourselves an oxygen or an algae deoxidizer and put it up here. And hopefully the oxygen will be to push that bad gas down, down, down. And then as it comes down, we're going to have to figure out a situation for where to put it, where to get it to go. I think that we can actually pump this out with a gas pump, but that's a lot of power to use to try to fix the mistake that I've made, but we may have to do that. I haven't totally decided how we're going to fix everything up. Well, and by decided, I mean, you know, just figured out as we were doing it, because that's how we roll. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up this ladder, over, okay, not that far, and then up this ladder, and then branch off. Well, I didn't want to go up that high, but that's alright, we'll cancel that one in a minute. And then branch, oh, that's so ugly, it's going to be so very ugly. But we can't go through rock, we can only go through tile. So for now, this is going to just have to ugly up our decor. And maybe at some point we can try to fix this mess that I've created. Or, you know, maybe try to plan for better things in the future. I don't know that this requires power. Do you require power? Okay, good, you do not. I don't believe. I don't know. It might. If it does, we'll fix that later. We will solve that problem as we come to it. Sandstone, I don't believe counts as sand, though we will need a lot of sand for other things. There's a huge deposit of sand here and here. But my concern with opening all of this stuff up is the amount of breathable gas we have already is pretty low. We are not producing an enormous amount of oxygen. So, like, you know, it knows that. And I know that, alright? I know that. But I'm not sure what to tell you about it. Alright, so fine dining does unlock all this stuff. So I'm hoping that... Wait, didn't it say I had no research selected right now? So it should... Oh, did I just somehow unselect that? Oh, can I only do... Oh, how interesting. Alright, that means that I guess you can only do one kind of research at once, even if you have two stations? Okay, I guess that's cool. I didn't know that. That's something I guess I learned just now. Alright, so, we have all of this tons and tons of things that are going on. I'm hoping that the, Christ... Well, my brain isn't working, apparently. Oh, the amount of effort that we're putting into this will be worth it in the end. I'm very hopeful that we're not going to screw everything up and not die here. So let's prioritize the crap out of this dig here. I believe that's going to be what we need to do to get that done, so we can get over here and get this food, because that's probably important to us very shortly. Can we make any lice loaf? Do we have lice loaf? Well, we guess we could check our edible. Okay, so we have 65. I don't know how much that is in lice loaf, though. Let's try to fabricate a couple of these. Let's do this and see if we can fabricate a couple. It's not going to hurt anything. It's going to be stored, so it won't matter in the end. Okay, yeah, she's going to go fabricate that. That's real good. What was that, 5 kilograms of meal lice? Okay, multiple deliveries here, I have no idea. Alright, well, hopefully that that will give us a little bit more kcals in the future. Right now we don't necessarily desperately need them, but it does take less water, and so it'd be nice to try to keep that as part of our food supply, keep that as a member of the team, as it were, in food. The food team. That seems a little ridiculous, but so we're going to continue to research our in this station. Good lord, my brain just has no language available to me today. I guess that happens to everybody once in a while. We just have a moment when we're full of brain farts and our life is just not working the way we want it to that day. We definitely want to get this deodorized very, very soon. This is becoming a major problem for them. They're having to come down here into some very toxic stuff. I have heard that toxic air at the moment doesn't have an enormous effect on your people. But that's something I've just heard. I haven't confirmed that or gotten multiple sources on it or anything. So we should probably go ahead and take care of that. I forgot his bed again. Wow. My lord, I'm a terrible human being. Well, I mean, I want to build somewhere where he can breathe. That's important, right? Let's put this. I think there's a way to. I thought there was a way to you click this and then get into this menu for prioritizing individual buildings like that. We're gonna put an 8 on this building. 8. Will you not prioritize this building to an 8? You won't, will you? How very, very odd is that? I thought you could, yeah, you can definitely prioritize some buildings. Why not these? Okay. Maybe I didn't do that. No. Okay. Well, I don't know then. I guess they'll get to. I guess delivering itself is a priority of its own, and they kind of have to do it on that priority. So that's another thing that I maybe have information on. Again, not totally positive if this is true, but I think it kind of works, according to what I've read a little bit here, that these are in list of priority. So, if you tell someone that they do art and they dig, they'll do art before digging. If they're the same priority in this priority menu here. So I think that's how that works. Not positive that's how that works at all. So what I should do, though, if that's the case, is kind of try to figure out what people should be doing and what they should not be doing. Like, you have a learning of 6. That's actually really good. Does anyone else have that going on? Nobody else has that going on. That's amazing. And you're a bodybuilder, so you've also got probably other attributes that are helpful to me. Well, I mean, not actually. So instead, let's say, you don't research, and just you research. And then let's try to reduce her other duties so that she's not doing, research and trying to do everything else. So we'll say no, none of these things for you. Let's see. So you don't do this. Don't do this. You don't do this. But I do want her to deliver, because delivering, I think everyone should be delivering at the moment, and then maybe you don't dig. So maybe she researches most of the time, and then the rest of the time she does all her deliveries. She only has an athletics +2, but I think that'll go up a lot. And then since you're our power generator, because of your high athletics, we'll say you don't do any of these other things, so that generating power, and then maybe you could also, let's see, what else can you do really well, though? A sweep is something really good, and then deliver. So you can also do that as well. You can be our generator of power, and then also our delivery boy. So I think that's sensible. I think that's a sensible option for how we handle that. It seems smart. It seems sensible. I said sensible about 100 times, but it seems just like a great idea. Let's just do that. You are a runner, so you're probably also really good at power generation. You have a 9. So that's actually better than the 7. But we are going to, I think, install more power generators. So I think we'll leave both of these guys to do that. We'll take you out of there and you out of there. And then as a technician, you're probably our best tinkerer. 3 on tinkering. I actually don't know what tinkering affects that much. I'm not totally sure. I need to do more research there and figure that out. But let's take you off. Well, actually, you know what? Let's leave them. We're gonna have enough builders, so I think that's a smart way to go about this for right now, and we'll see how that starts working out for us. I'm not positive that's gonna really do a whole lot, but it might do something. And then we need to figure out where there's a spot with a decent amount of breathable air. There should be breathable air here. You know what? Let's check on our algae removal services that we've got going on. Oh, you know what we've done? Look what we've done. This is actually kind of funny. What we've done is there we go. Create a very untenable solution here, or situation here. I think that was quite untenable. All right, yeah, no, I think they're gonna quickly slap that up there. And then yes, he'll be able to go and get that algae. Good. Get that algae for me quickly now. All right, that's very good, and that means that they'll be able to deliver oxygen giving algae to all of our lovely terrariums and machines, and then we can build him a bed down here with all the research stuff. I know that sounds kind of rude, considering it's like, oh, well, you have to sleep down in the machine basement, but that's really all we can do for him. At least he'll have a bed. Again, I want to get a bedroom started at some point, but right now I think our air pressure is going to be our problem. We have very little breathable stuff going on because we're constantly trying to pump breathable things out to fill up the space and then try to get rid of the old. We need deodorizers with, filter and blah, 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 blah going on. That was another research finish, I believe. So that's, alright, so that's all of this research done. All of it. So that means this machine can now basically be shut off and we can start working. Actually, you know what, though? Fine dining is great, and it really is. It just absolutely is fantastic. But what do we have in here? The air deodorizers in the sanitation service. So let's do that. I think that's more important. As much as I would enjoy being able to make food better and fertilizer better and all those things better. Oh, that's nice. Converts 2 mush bars into 1 improved deep fried mush bar. I mean, how much better is the mush bar when it's deep fried? It is still dirt that's been gone through a process of putrefaction. I don't know that that's improvable by frying. I mean, I've eaten a fried Oreo. I will admit it. I am a fat little piggy. However, well, at least I feel like it when I'm like, oh, look, deep fried cookie. I mean, how bad are we as the human race at this point, where we're just like, let's do this, let's fry the sweetest thing ever. But whatever, hey, yum. All right, we're gonna quit laughing at my terribleness and try to keep us alive a little bit longer, shall I? Alright, so we still have enough water down here, I think, to last for quite some time, so I'm not deeply concerned. And we are getting the air deodorizer researched right now, so that'll work out. We do still need that massage table. Desperately, though, I just need something to first clean out this area so that he can be assigned to it. Like, we have the massage table ready, and the usage of it is totally a thing, except I'm really concerned that he would be really stressed. Oh, God, okay, you know what? Stress is becoming a major problem for Otto, so we may have to just slap him on here. I mean, I feel really bad about it. Now, see, this is where we could use the priority 9, and I think we are going to, in fact, use priority 9 here. And I'll tell you why. Because he needs it now, and I need him to do it above all else so that he will do it, despite all other priorities. Also, it's perfect that it happened when they're going to bed, because I think he'll stay in this thing pretty much all night. Oh, it's going to give him interrupted sleep. But I don't know that matters, actually, because he's getting his stress de-stressed. Says, yeah, he's losing 0.07 per second. That's not a lot, but all night, that might equal out to quite a bit. We can knock his stress right down. Man, his stress was really high. That's actually super bad. Sleep does seem to improve their stress, so that's helpful. He's now down to like 35, but his was really high there for a bit. But he is our main runner, you know, for generating power, I believe. But because we left the other guy with the ability to also run for us to get power, he's going to take care of that right now, which is super great because of the... Oh, dear God. Okay, let's give me a oxygen overlay here. Still, just not enough actual gas in total is being produced is the main issue. It's not that it's all super toxic, though quite a lot of it actually is. Yeah, okay. So I think we're fine. It's not great, but I don't think we're gonna die is the main thing here. So that's helpful. But he's at a 22% stress. I think we're gonna go and, you know, unassign him to this, maybe. Can we do that? Is there like an option for unassigning the owner? Not like assigning a new owner, but just unassigning him. Yeah, that worked. Alright, cool. And then he should get back to his regular job, you know, his regular stressful day. He had a little vacay. Had a little vacay. Now we're going back to work. But, alright. So, she keeps running out of breath while trying to do her research. I'm so sorry. I feel awful. Oh, gosh. I really am very sorry about it. Wait, why are you doing this kind of research? That shouldn't be a thing that you have to do. Oh, maybe I should just turn this completely off. Cancel that. That doesn't happen anymore. Because we are out of that kind of research, I do believe. So, alright, let me see. So, let me see if I can fabricate another couple of these out of what meal lice we have left. Really hoping that is a thing. Though these are all running out of harvests. Let's check our seeds. We have 6 seeds available. Hopefully we get more seeds as time goes along there with that. There is another duplicate available, but I think we're going to give that a pass for now. Our breathing situation for me seems a bit too cantankerous to decide that we can do that. So instead, we're going to, you know, reject and continue to work. Alright, good. We've got... Alright, our calories are back to a place that I'm happy with. I feel like that's safe and good, basically. So I guess I really want to just wait on that research before we really do anything else so that we can start deodorizing this. I want to get more power generation, but I want to get more space, and get more space requires us to get rid of some of this unbreathable and replace it with good stuff. I don't believe there's any carbon dioxide in here, really. There's chlorine, which is... I feel bad. I feel that that's bad, right? Everyone agree that that's probably not good? Oh, I don't know. I'm not real sure what to do about it here. This feels not great. No power. Oh, that means the batteries are dead, and that we're not running right now, and the batteries have died. Is what's going on with that. That's okay. It's nighttime. We'll try to get a better battery system going when we have more power generation set up, which we will do once I'm a little more comfortable with our breathing situation, and we can get a little bit more of this. I think maybe we should clear this out this way. I feel like that's asking for trouble. But you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna do it 4 high like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 high. I'm an idiot. Nobody pay attention to my stupidity. We're boxing it in. Just trying different methods for how we're gonna do the selection. You know. Just having a little fun with how we do things. We could probably have also just done this, but, you know, I was just having fun with it. Alright, cancel that, because I just clicked like an idiot. Alright, so now we have them pulling out a lot of sand, which is going to be really helpful. And then, I don't actually know, I think the sandstone is just a regular old building material. I don't think we can process that into sand or anything like that. It'd be nice if there was like a grinder or something like... you know, and we could use that machine to grind up the sandstone into sand to be usable for other things. But it is an alpha, so that may actually become a thing. I'm not sure. They may provide some method for that. Alright, how much storage do we have left, actually? Oh, okay, our storage is doing pretty good. We're fine with storage. And we'll get something up here. There's a lot of carbon dioxide in there, a little bit of oxygen, and a tiny bit of chlorine. So we'll try to get a, I guess an algae terrarium would be pretty good. But, oh, yeah, we'll do that. Alright, we'll put a terrarium right there. And that will suck up all that carbon dioxide and not use any power, which is nice. And then we'll get some power generation up here, though. We'll get, I wish there was a way to move this one, but since there isn't, we'll just do that anyway. And what we'll do is we'll hook up ourselves with two batteries, I think. Two big batteries. Can we stack these on top of each other like a crazy? No, I thought maybe. It seemed insane, but sometimes insane works, so why wouldn't you give it a shot, right? Alright, so that's two of those. And then we'll probably go ahead and take this out. Current threshold. Oh, wait, what's the... Oh, interesting. I didn't actually notice that as an option. But anyways, let's deconstruct this. And these two. I know this is kind of premature. I should have probably wired all this up first, but that's okay. We'll do it really fast. How about that? We'll get ourselves a little electrical wire. And we'll run it... They won't run through stone, but I think they'll... Will they dig the stone out of the way to just go ahead and do it? I actually don't know. But we'll find out pretty swiftly here. If they won't, we'll just put tile there real quick. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and say tile. All this. Alright, there. And that way, even if they won't do it through the ground, they will have tile to do it through, which I know they will. So, that will be perfect. And then, we will go back into power, back into wiring here, and connect this wire to this wire. And it's connected, right? I actually can't tell. Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, and that way, it will, you know, go down here and do all these machines and those things, and da-da-da, all the things. Once it's all interconnected. And then we'll go to the manual generator, and we're going to turn this threshold up to 79%. I don't know why 79, but I wanted to do like 80, but actually it wasn't that bad to increment it in 1%. So we'll do an 80%, and then we'll do 80% here as well. And that way it'll fill up the batteries nice and strong for us. Yeah, I know there's not a lot of breathable air up there yet. I'm really sorry about that, but we are taking care of that. There's a little bit of chlorine that will be a problem for you. I'm not sure how to get rid of that exactly yet without putting maybe a gas pump up there or something like that. Oh man, this is a problem with the breathing thing. It's a real issue. Alright, well, let's see. Maybe we don't want to use up that much oxygen, I don't think. I think that seems really, really dangerous. I think I also have a little bit of a high population. Maybe we should have taken the extra duplicate. But you know what? We're going to run with it. We're going to run with 7. I think maybe 4 is a more sensible number, but I felt like I wanted to be able to get a lot of things done, and 7 seemed like that was a good idea for that, but I think maybe that was a mistake. But we all have to make mistakes to learn, so I guess that's what we're doing, guys. We're just learning how to die. So we're going to go ahead and fabricate a bunch of meal loaf, and hopefully we'll find out when that runs out, because I don't actually know how much of the meal loaf, the meal lice we're getting to make those. So instead we'll just, okay, so this is working pretty well up here. This whole area up here is doing pretty good. If we do an overlay, it's actually pretty good here, pretty good here, pretty good here. I mean, there's a little bit of build up here, but pretty good. So we just need to fix the areas where it's getting kind of bad, you know, like this around here isn't great. Stuff like that. So I think we can fix that pretty easily. And what we'll do to do that, I think. Oh dear. So this one, is doing quite a bit of good work here. All right, never mind. I was thinking maybe it wasn't doing a lot of work because there wasn't a lot of carbon dioxide here. There's a teeny bit kind of leaking over, so it's kind of okay. Maybe here? There's got to be something. This is a giant mess of carbon dioxide. So maybe we put a terrarium there, and that hopefully takes care of that, and also maybe increases the amount of breathable air that's available for total flow. And then we just have to figure out a way to get gas to flow around. I wish there was like a fan, you know, some kind of fan in here maybe or something like that. Not really an option though, is it? I mean, it was something I thought about. Wait a minute, do we actually have 7 people? Isn't that our population? 7? How many count our beds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, we have 7 people in 5 beds. How long have I not noticed that? How long, you guys? Tell me down there. Tell me. Just tell me. For God's sake. How did this happen? How did I do this? Is there not a warning for no beds? I mean, yeah, I know that sounds like me just trying to find an excuse for why I'm terrible. But seriously, oh god, what? 7? How many people have no beds? There you go, guys. Have some beds. Why weren't the... Wait, maybe that's why those 2 people had stress real bad? Because of the beds? Oh god, I don't know. I don't actually know though. Oh no, terrible. Actually terrible. Jesus. I'm terrible at video games. Alright, let me try to fix something that's going wrong. Alright, you need to go back on the massage table, I believe. That's gonna put you back up in here, and I'm really sorry. I have got to fix all of those things. There's so many things I need to repair. Why, do we have idle people? We have idle people? Because that's bad. Why are you idle? Why aren't you doing things? Because I don't have anything for you to do? Is that why? Probably. Oh, God. Yeah, well, I mean, of course I don't. I mean, I only have so much stuff that can be done. I just wish there was a way to tell people, you know, hey, if you have nothing to do, do this. But this priority system, if this is how it works, doesn't really allow for that. So I don't really know how to change that. I mean, you could change it situationally. Well, you know, we could notice they're idle and do that, but that seems like that would be just distracting and really hard to manage because, you know, you're trying to figure out all these other things. So I don't think that's the way it's intended to be done, unless that's just not something they've implemented completely yet. Oh man. Honestly, I'm a little lost for how to fix all that. But since there's nothing I can really do, this is actually kind of gross when you really look at it. It's just a stick with a bunch of very gross bugs. Oh my! All right, that seems disgusting. These are all ready for harvest. Can we do that? Like, can we go do that? These all seem ready. Actually, they're all ready. So do we just haven't been harvesting these? Is this not? I thought this would kind of be on the list, or counted as part of the list of priorities, and I didn't actually think that through at all. Huh, very interesting. Well, alright, so they should replant the ones that were out of harvest, right? Is it gonna replant them, or do I need to do that? No, it's gonna do it. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure, because I'm not sure how this works now, because I thought it would automatically harvest itself, and it did not do that. So I'm a bit concerned with how to fix that as well. This seems a bit early, but we're gonna to get another one of these, you know, it seems like it. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen the 2-on-2 action here. But I mean, I'm not going to take anyone. I just think that's interesting. Because no, again, we just can't do it. I forgot to actually cancel that. So we just can't do it, guys. We just can't do it. I'm so sorry. You have to stay housed in whatever creepy housing mechanism that houses your DNA until you're printed. I think that we're actually kind of not doing that great here. But I don't think that we're in a death spiral. I think we could pull up and pull out, and all of that sounded gross. And we can survive this. I think we can survive this. I'm not positive of that. But hey, if we don't, again, learning experience, we'll come back with start a new colony. I promise, and we'll have new information. We'll work with new vigor. I still won't be good at it, but but I'll play it. All right, you guys. I think with that we will end the episode here, and I really appreciate you watching me fail and destroy everyone's lives in this colony. I also appreciate that you're sticking with me through this. If you are enjoying it, please hit the like button. And if you would love to see me fumble and stumble some more, subscribe for episodes in the future. And I see you guys later.